With all the great announcements that Blackmagic Design made at NAB 2018, I'm kind of shocked that the new camera they announced and the previous cameras weren't involved in the ProRes RAW movement. It's a chance that they may never get ProRes RAW, and it has nothing to do with the cameras. Stay tuned.
Flash Film Media, inspired by passion, driven by results. Flash Film Media presents Quick Tip of the Week.
What's going on, guys? I'm Ty Turner, former combat photographer and creative director here at Flash Film Media, and it dawned on me, why didn't Blackmagic commit to ProRes RAW? If their cameras can do ProRes now, it's less processing to do ProRes RAW or even to ProRes 444, so why didn't they commit to it? And then I started to think, where does Blackmagic battle with Apple? Like, where is their competition? And the competition is with the editing suite. If DaVinci Resolve doesn't support ProRes RAW and then they allow it on their camera, all you're gonna do is go and download Final Cut Pro. And that's something they don't want you to do. So if there is ever a upgrade for the Blackmagic cameras to shoot ProRes RAW, it would always come after an upgrade for DaVinci Resolve to handle ProRes RAW. Now, that would be a great marriage because I'm interested in seeing the capability and how much you can push and pull the file on DaVinci Resolve. However, Apple has made it clear that this codec or format is not for heavy Hollywood guys who need to that need the range of a Cinema DNG. It gives you some of the flexibility, most of the flexibility of a Cinema DNG wrapped in a codec or wrapped in a file that is all together. So we may never see ProRes RAW on a Blackmagic camera. It's something that may never happen, and it sucks, but I understand why. So, you know, I'd hope to see it across all platforms. I hope to see it on Adobe. I'd hope to see it on Avid. I hope to see it as well on DaVinci Resolve, but that gap between DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut is closing. And Final Cut and Apple may start to hold a few tricks up their sleeve to keep their editing suite a little more relevant. DaVinci Resolve has the color side of it. It has the built-in fusion as something that's separated from the two. Apple has its performance on Mac computers. It has its ability to handle ProRes and H.264 very well. Adobe has integration into its suites, its other software applications like Photoshop and things like that. So the only leg up that Apple really have right now is ProRes RAW. However, I'm gonna post a poll. Do you guys think it's coming to Blackmagic cameras? I'm sure a majority of you say yeah, but when I throw out this tidbit of information, do it make you think a little different about whether or not it'll be available on DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere? I would have thought that Apple as a partner would have went to at least Adobe and say, here, this is what we're doing, to try to make it more uniform across the board. But right now, if you have a camera that outputs RAW and you capture it on an Adamus device, or you have a DJI Inspire 2 and you're capturing ProRes RAW and you don't have a Mac, you're kind of screwed. So is it a feature used to get you to buy a Mac, or is it something that should be available across the board? Post what you think in the comments. It's just something that came to mind. I thought I'd share it with you guys. And I think it's a valid point to go either way. But I'm asking you to do what I ask you guys to do every week, is like, share, subscribe. Let's talk in the comments, and I'll see you guys next video.
For more daily updates, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe as we work to bring you useful content every week.